Football fans, welcome to the End Zone here on Consolidated Channel 18. My name is Brock Wyatt, as always, joined by my co-host, Marky Mark Fitter. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Are you on cloud nine after that big Packers-Vikings game last week?
Yeah.
They're feeling pretty good?
Now the guy has to wear the jersey now.
Your neighbor at the stadium does, yeah, when you go to the next Packers-Vikings game in December.
I feel like he's not going to wear it because they don't deserve it.
You think he'll back out, he'll chicken out of the bet?
Yeah.
Because the Vikings maybe should have tied that game or won that game, possibly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Packers won. Respect the call.
That's right. It is what it is. The game's over with. So I'm surprised you didn't come in full gear today, all dressed up like Aaron Rodgers or something, with a little paint-on mustache and everything.
All my jerseys are too small.
Oh, come on, Mom and Dad. Get the kid a new jersey. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I dressed up in a mustache, they would think I was Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew,
Yeah.
the star quarterback for the Jaguars, right? Yeah. He's got a sweet mustache, doesn't he? I'm jealous of his mustache. That's a nice stash. Mark, let's talk about the Packers-Vikings, buddy. So the Vikings came out totally flat. 21-0 by the end of the first quarter. I thought it was all done for. Dalvin Cook rolls it off. He had a huge day, 150-some yards. But the Vikings come up short to the Packers. And first time, in 6 games, the Packers beat the Vikings? Something like that? Yeah. Feeling pretty good about that? Or do you think they barely escaped?
No. They are so much better. People just don't think. And if they would have got the head coach and all that stuff last year, they would have made the playoffs.
LaFleur?
Yeah.
LaFleur? It's a French name, I think. Something like that, yeah. I don't know. I think the Vikings just came out flat on the road, and they're going to bounce back this week against the Raiders, I think. But tough loss for the Vikings after being so high on week 1. I was all over week 1. I thought it was fantastic. And then they just didn't show up for the first 16, 17 minutes of that game, and they got beaten. But the good news is, after falling down 21-0, they only allowed a field goal after that the rest of the game. That's pretty good.
But Kirk Cousins absolutely sucked in that game.
Kirk Cousins, the poor guy, is having a rough week.
Okay, I don't get why he passed it to Stephon Diggs when there was like a safety and 2 cornerbacks. I guess.
First and goal, 8-yard line pick.
Yeah. And that call could have been overviewed if he could have lost position a little earlier.
I don't like those reviewable pass interference calls. I don't think you can go back after the fact and try to look for a penalty. Because like we talked about before we went on the air here, isn't there like holding every time in the NFL on every play probably?
Well,
so how can you always go back and look for a penalty? I don't like that rule at all.
Well, games would be 9 hours long.
Oh, it'd take forever, wouldn't it? They'd take long enough as it is sometimes. When you get in the fourth quarter and you got challenges and timeouts, icing the kicker and all this stuff, 2-minute warning and everything, and it drags on and on. So you're right, it would take forever. Maybe that should be a go away next year. We'll see, but I don't think it will, because the Saints got the brunt end of the stick last year in the playoffs. You know. So other than that, there was some big injuries this week. Big injuries. Big Ben out for the season. Do the Steelers have any chance of making the playoffs with Mason Rudolph as their quarterback?
No.
Isn't that crazy? Just like 2 years ago, Mark, we had Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, and AB all on one team. Now this year, the Steelers have none of those guys now.
Oh, Juju's
still there.
Juju is like the only bright spot on their team.
That's it. Yeah. But it did seem
and
like
James Conner.
James Conner's a stud. It did seem like when Mason got in there, Mason Rudolph, they kind of stepped up, got a little faster on offense, it seemed like. But Big Ben, he's got a lot of miles on him. He's had a lot of injuries. Does Big Ben come back from this? Does he come play again? You don't think so?
Well, I think he'll come back, but oh god, his ankles be too. Like,
his ankles.
I can't get up. Oh my gosh.
His ankles, his elbows, everything. Another big injury, Mark, was Drew Brees. Broke that thumb or tore some ligaments in it, and he's out for up to 6 weeks, they think. They got Teddy Bridgewater there. They got Taysom Hill as well, but sounds like Bridgewater's going to be the quarterback for the short term here.
Yeah.
They're not putting him on injured reserve so he can play as soon as he's healthy again, but Saints, that's the big blow for them as well. They're thinking playoffs, thinking Super Bowl again this year too. Are the Saints going to be okay? Can they ride the storm without Brees?
They're going to be in the wild card race.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really close.
I mean, best case scenario with this is Teddy Bridgewater and the Saints, they go 3-3 over the next 6 games. Then you're going to be okay. It's doable, right?
Yeah.
But it's the NFL. The only advantage is the conference they're in isn't a very good conference this year. The division with the Bucks, the Panthers, and the Falcons. I think it's kind of soft. I think they'll be all right down there. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, though, buddy, that guy keeps tearing it up. Another huge week for him. Holy cow. Will he ever stop?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Like when he's probably like 50 or something.
He's going to be so much fun to watch. I know. Mahomes still climbing up the draft chart. Speaking of quarterbacks, it's a quarterback-driven league, Mark. Everyone knows that. in New York, there's a lot of drama going on. Today they got the news that Eli Manning is getting benched again, and Daniel Jones, their first-round pick last year, is going to get the start in week 3. It seems like Pat Shurmur had a really short leash on Eli. Is Eli done as a Giant, you think?
Yeah.
Think so?
He's going to
I
get
think so, too.
released, not get signed by a team, retire.
Yeah.
Then, no.
Hey, he had a good career there.
Yeah.
2 Super Bowls. They stopped the Patriots' undefeated year. I mean, if you're Eli Manning, you go out, you leave, you retire as a Giant, you played your whole career as a Giant, 2 Super Bowls, nothing to be ashamed of, but Father Time is undefeated, as they say. You'll find out when you get older. You got a ways to go, though. You'll be good for now. Yeah. What do you say we take a break and come back with our picks for week 3? How's that sound, buddy?
Good.
All right.
When you want variety, you usually need to visit several places for bold flavors. Where they stuff your pretzel with 3 cheeses and roast beef, or where smoked cheddar meets crispy bacon. Because when you want to try 7 new sandwiches with a range of unique flavors unlike anywhere else, there's only one place to go. It's the only place you'll find sandwiches like the Caprese and the Tuscan. And that place is Schlotzsky's. Make people happy. Cater Schlotzsky's. Make it easy. Call 855-DELIVER.
Get 20% off for 1 full year during the Fall Into Savings event at Consolidated. Now, for a limited time, you can pick your own service and get 20% off for 1 year. Choose from internet, cable TV, phone service, or maybe choose all 3. For cable TV, it's the perfect time to try out the new View It or DVR. On the internet side, try the new Advanced Managed Router with Wi-Fi 6, giving you an even stronger Wi-Fi signal. This promotion is for new customers only, and some restrictions may apply. So act now to receive 20% off for 1 full year during the Fall Into Savings event at Consolidated.
Folks, welcome back to the End Zone, and it's time for our picks for Week 3, brought to you by our big sponsor, Schlotzsky's up north, the hub on Highway 22. Mark, we love Schlotzsky sandwiches, don't we? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. What's your favorite again?
Like the grilled cheese, bacon.
On the pretzel roll? Mm-hmm. You know, me and Ron went there last week, and I had that one with the beer cheese soup. Oh, man, that was fantastic. So good. Schlotzsky's where it's at, folks. Go up north, Highway 22 at the hub, and visit Schlotzsky's. Get a real hot, fresh deli sandwich today. Good stuff up at Schlotzsky's. Mark, these are the games you want to talk about, buddy, what you're feeling this week. Let's talk about the Buccaneers and the Giants. Jameis Winston and the Bucs, and you got Daniel Jones and the Giants. Who are you taking in this game?
Bucks.
Why are you taking the Bucs?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones?
He's going to throw like 7 interceptions and 0 touchdowns.
Think he's going to struggle in that one?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is tough. You come in, bright lights, pressure, NFL. Not a lot of guys can rise to the occasion. I'm gonna go with you. I think the Bucs win that one over the Giants. They'll be okay. Still not hot on the Bucs though.
Yeah.
I think they'll be like a 7 or 9 team this year or something like that. All right, man. Hawks and the Saints. Seahawks and the Saints. The Drew Breesless Saints. How does it affect them against the Seahawks and Russell Wilson?
Well, Seahawks has top 5 defense.
Yeah.
And Teddy Bridgewater hasn't played in 2 years maybe.
Didn't look great when he played a little bit last week.
Yeah, so they play a really good defense. Now they're going against a really great defensive too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll not keep it up.
And Russell Wilson, who always pulls out all the stops. That guy just makes plays all the time. It drives you nuts if your favorite team is playing him, but if it isn't, you're watching him. He's amazing because he always pulls out something out of the magic book there. So you're taking the Seahawks in that one over the Saints?
Yeah.
I think it's a safe pick as well there, buddy. Another new quarterback situation. You want to talk about the 49ers and the Steelers. Jimmy G against Mason Rudolph and the Steelers. That sounds weird, doesn't it? No Big Ben there. Different. Who are you taking in that one?
Wait, what was it?
Steelers and 49ers. Yeah, taking the 49ers in that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go against you. I think Rudolph and the Steelers can pull this one off. I'm not convinced on Jimmy G and the Niners. I don't see what's going on there. I'm not a huge fan.
Bring it.
He's got nice hair. Kind of handsome guy, pretty boy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Combs that hair over, looks all Hollywoodish out there in San Fran and looking all tan.
Yeah.
All right. But you're taking Jimmy G. I'm taking Rudolph. We'll have to see how that goes next week. By the way, last week in your picks, Mark, you went 12-4 in your league last week. Pretty good week. You're in the top third of the points getters too. The boy genius, the boy wonder. There you go. Follow Mark. Do what he does, folks. This next game, Packers and Broncos. Who you got in that one?
Packers.
Oh, of course. Come on. Well,
they beat
Broncos
the Vikings.
They did beat the Vikings. You got to remind everyone out there in TV land.
Yeah.
I saw a guy, I think on Facebook today, where a guy that lived in one of the suburbs of Minneapolis, I think by Edina, somewhere out there. Edina, how's it pronounced, Ron? Is it Edina? Whatever it is. Wazeda, I don't know what they're called. He had his Vikings flag at half staff in his front yard on Monday. So I feel for the guy. I feel for all the fans. It was a tough one. It wasn't pretty. Packers-Broncos. Broncos barely lost to the Bears last week down there at Mile High. Flacco, I don't know. He's a warm body behind quarterback. I'm not too impressed so far. But I think you're right. I think Packers beat the Broncos in this one. And then all of a sudden the Packers, Mark, start the season at 3-0. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, but hopefully someone doesn't get cold for Christmas and hurt Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. He took a few hits last week that weren't pretty against the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those big hits on him, I thought, boy, here we go,
I
collarbone
thought
city
the offensive
again.
line did really good against that defensive, though.
Well, yeah, they held up, and because the Vikings defense was on the field so much in the first half, they were just exhausted to begin with. But as the game went on, they got a little pressure on them and started flushing them out a little bit there. But this game against the Broncos, got Von Miller. He could be an X factor, I don't know, but I think they'll be okay. I think they'll win this one. I'm taking the Packers. Mark, it is time for your lightning lock of the week. Folks, you can follow along on Facebook. If you agree with Mark's lightning lock of the week, you have a chance to win a sandwich from Schlotzsky's if he gets it right. If you disagree with his lightning lock of the week and you hit the disagree button and he gets it wrong, let's try that again. How's that sound? If you get the pick right, can you edit that out? Are we in? We're going, all right? Okay, we'll keep going. How about that? Lightning lock of the week, folks. Here on Facebook, your chance to win a free sandwich from Schlotzsky's. If Mark gets it right and you hit the agree button, you can win a free sandwich from Schlotzsky's. If Mark gets it wrong and you hit the disagree button, then you have a chance to get the sandwich from Schlotzsky's. Last week's winner that went with Mark was Janelle Jangula. She gets the free sandwich from Schlotzsky's. This week, Mark, you're taking the Cowboys and the Dolphins. I have a feeling all season long the Dolphins will always be the opposing team for the lock of the week. The Dolphins are awful.
Yeah, okay. Lions went 0-16. The Browns went 0-16.
But not this bad, though.
But the Dolphins are going to go 0-16.
What was it, 102 points to 10 so far this season in 2 games? That's horrible.
Yeah.
They're awful. I feel bad for the fans that got the paid season tickets to go watch them. I'd ask for a full refund or a free year at least. That's not good. Obviously, you're taking the Cowboys over the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Are you impressed with the Cowboys so far?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Dak Prescott is really good.
He's kind of having a big year so far. I know we're 2 weeks in, but he's looking like he's ready to roll.
Shouldn't have doubted him in the draft.
Beat the Redskins, right? That's big for the Cowboys. That's always a nice win for them right there. Cowboys, Dolphins, you're taking the Cowboys. That is Mark's lightning lock of the week. Here on Facebook, folks, you can either hit the agree button, and if he gets it right, you get the sandwich. If you think he's wrong and you click disagree and the Dolphins have a huge upset, then you get the sandwich from Schlotzsky's, folks. A chance to win out there. Click the buttons, play along. It's good stuff. Mark, I just can't get over the Dolphins this year. It's almost embarrassing how bad they are for football.
You used to be a Dolphins fan, right?
You know, when Chris Carter went there after he left Minnesota, I was like, okay, I don't mind the Dolphins. And I kind of watched him here and there over the years. And I don't know, I've always had dual allegiances, I guess.
No, I watched your old EndZone shows. You were wearing those Dolphins jerseys.
I had a Larry Zonka jersey on. He was old school. He was before even I was born. He was like in the 70s.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago, man. That's before me, before you. Man, it's a long time ago. I think Gardner Minshew came from the 70s. That mustache, the way he dresses, he's kind of a throwback, for sure. What game are you looking forward to the most this week, buddy? What do you want to watch besides your Packers out there? What's going to be fun for you?
I have to look over this real quick.
I'm thinking Browns-Rams should be fun.
I think the Ravens and Chiefs, because
Ravens-Chiefs.
Because I think Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes are going to go at it this
Think it's going to be like a 49-51 kind of game?
No, Chiefs are going to win by a lot, but
Okay.
Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes are going to be really fun to watch.
It's 2 top 5 offenses squaring off right there. 2 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league, too. It should be a good one. That should be fun. I'm looking forward to the Browns and the Rams. First time the Browns have been in Sunday Night Football like in over 10 years or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Baker on the big stage, see what he can do out there. I'm a big Baker guy. Boomer Sooner. We'll see what happens. All right, Mark. It's been fun, buddy. Hopefully Cowboys and Dolphins can pull it off your lock of the week. Cowboys make it happen. See you next week, pal.
Yep.
Right here on the End Zone.